Hi everybody, welcome back to another midweek moment. A few weeks ago, our family had to make the difficult decision to say goodbye to our dog, Moses. He was almost 13 years old, in failing health, and we could see his slow decline, and we knew it was time to say goodbye. And I thought I was ready for it. We made the appointment with the vet, and the vet was fantastic. The vet was able to talk us through this difficult decision, how we talked about it with our kids. We had those conversations. And yet to show up that day and to be there in the room and to see the lifeless body of your pet who has had so much life in him and brought so much joy to your family, and to walk away from that, I didn't know how much it would affect me. But one of the most difficult parts was coming back a week later to get his ashes and to have them hand you this bag of ashes. And I could feel the weight of the ashes, not just the physical weight, although I definitely picked up the bag and went, wow, this is heavier than I thought it would be. But the emotional weight as well of realizing that this is final. We're not going to be able to see our dog again. This is the end. And as a pastor, I've been there for families as they've felt the weight of ashes as well, as they've said goodbye to loved ones, as they've carried those remains up to the front of the church, out to the cemetery, as they place them in the ground. And they felt that sense of finality, that this was it. This was the end. There's a book in the Bible called Ecclesiastes, and the writer wrestles with the finality of death. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3, he says this, "Surely the fate of human beings is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. Humans have no advantage over animals. Everything is meaningless." And sometimes we can feel that way. Like, well, what's the difference between saying goodbye to a dog and saying goodbye to a family member? It's the end. We'll never get to see them again. Earth to earth, dust to dust, ashes to ashes. And we feel the weight of those ashes today on this Ash Wednesday. We wrestle with our own mortality and what it means to say goodbye to those that we love. But I want you to know that we're different from animals, because Jesus chose to come and become one of us. And so on this Ash Wednesday, we are marked with the cross, a sign that reminds us that Jesus shared in our mortality in order that we might share in his immortality. On the other side of Lent is Easter. On the other side of death is resurrection. And there's a little hint of that at the end of the book of Ecclesiastes. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, it invites us to remember him, to remember the God who gives us life before the silver cord is severed and the golden bowl is broken, before the pitcher is shattered at the spring and the wheel broken at the well. All of these metaphors of what it means to die. It says, remember God before you die. And the dust settles to the ground it came from. But then hear these words, which give us a hint of hope. And the spirit returns to God who gave it. Death is not the end for us. We feel the weight of ashes, yes. But that's nothing compared to the weight of glory, which is yet to come. So on this Ash Wednesday, I feel the weight of the ashes. But I also feel the weight of glory, which is yet to come. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again next time.